What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of The Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder. So today's episode is going to be about why do narcissists get married? If narcissists cannot love you, why do they get married? If narcissists lack empathy, why do they get married? How can they marry someone? Why don't they leave people alone? Now, these are just a few of the comments that I encounter on a daily basis in my comment sections. Just some of the comments and some of the questions that I get. And one of them, one of the repeated ones, is why do they get married? Why do narcissists get married? So this is my own personal perspective, and I don't speak for all narcissists. I get some people come on my page crying, saying all narcissists don't think alike. Duh. I do get that a lot. I do get people crying in the comment sections in my inbox, like, narcissists don't think the same. You're adding to the stigma of narcissism. Nah, shut the fuck. Goose fraba. I hate whiny narcissists. I like narcissists, the people that are trying to make a difference, but the whiny ones get on my damn nerves. Like, adding to the stigma. But anyways, y'all, back to the topic at hand. Why do narcissists get married? So for me, from my own perspective, I've always been wanting to be, just like since I was younger, I wanted to get married just to fit in. This is me in my preteens, teenage years, very, very early 18, 19, 20-year-old self, imagining getting married just because it would help me fit into society. And I tell people all the time, growing up, I did feel kind of like an alien. I felt out of place. I felt like I was having pretty much an out-of-body experience in my life. No, not an out-of-body experience. I just feel like I just did not fit in. I just feel like not because I wasn't cool or not because of anything like that. I just felt like I didn't fit in because I felt out of place. I just felt like everybody was having these happy moments, having these happy emotions, being able to connect to people, have authentic relationships. And I was just I always felt like I didn't understand how they felt that way. So I felt out of place, but I just what do normal people do to fit into society? Oh, they get married, they have kids, they go to college, they do this type of stuff right here. So I started worrying about reputation and how I looked and how I was perceived. And getting married, the perception of getting married is you're in love, you're a normal person. That's what normal people do, is go get married. And I know not everybody gets married. Marriage is not the goal for everybody. I'm just talking about from my own perspective. Good God. I know y'all, I'm in a mood today. Can y'all tell? But that's how it goes though. So from a very early age, I wanted to get married just because it would help me fit in. I just I didn't know who I was going to marry, where I was going to meet them at, but that's the point. I wanted to get married because it would help me fit in. And I met my wife. I did, some narcissistic people do love you when y'all get married, when they marry you, when they ask you to marry them, when they're love bombing you, when they're moving quickly in a relationship. They do think that they're absolutely marrying you because they love you, because they feel like they found the person in their life or in this world that completes them, that makes them feel human. When I met my wife, even though from a young age I wanted to be married because it would help me fit in, when I met my wife, I felt like I found my counterpart. I felt like I found my, for lack of a better word, felt like I found my soulmate. I felt like I had found my soulmate. So we got, getting married. It didn't go that quickly. The I love yous were pretty quickly. Meeting the families were pretty quick. But getting married was I think we got married in 2015. We met each other in 2012. So getting married wasn't that long. It was quick, but getting engaged was a year and a half into it. So it wasn't, like I said, it was still normal stuff. I love bombed her. We were in love quickly, but it wasn't the marriage wasn't a week or 2 weeks or 2 months into the relationship like some people do. Some people will get married, y'all don't even know the person. It was oh, I just met on a cruise, and you know what? Let's elope. Let's get married. Don't even know each other's last names. You signing a marriage certificate, and that's the first time y'all see each other's last name. First time you know each other's last name. They got debt. I'm just saying, but some narcissists do marry you because they think that they love you. They think that they want to be with you for the rest of their life. But a lot of times when they get married, you see the mask come off and they become who they actually are, who they really are. The love they have for you seemingly goes away. Like they don't love you anymore all of a sudden. They treat you different all of a sudden. They're not there for you. They're like, the relationship doesn't feel the same as it used to. And that's very, very typical when you get married to a narcissistic person that is love bombing you and marries you because they think they love you. Not because they're doing the love stuff, but they think that they have found their soulmate. And once you get married, something happens, y'all. It's like a light switch goes off in a lot of narcissists' mind. And once they marry you, they just like, okay, I'm done now. What's next? It's like they completed the game. They completed the mission. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, when I was younger, my mission was to get married. So when I get married, I feel like the mission was completed. Why do I need to do the stuff that I did to get you to fall in love with me? Why do I need to keep doing that? You already love me, right? Why do I need to keep doing that type of stuff? Why do I need to keep it going? Why do I need to keep moving forward? Why do I need to keep having these same conversations and doing the same thing over and over again to prove that I love you when I'm with you? I married you, didn't I? You see that dynamic? A lot of narcissists marry you because it makes them feel complete. It makes them feel like they fit into society. And then once they feel like they finally got that final puzzle piece, their ring on their finger, guess what happens? They flip back into who they really actually are. It could, in that right there, I know people are going to ask, like, how long till the mask comes off and they flip back into the regular character? Yeah, it could be your wedding night. It could be your honeymoon. You might get married, be dancing on the dance floor, throwing the cheeks everywhere, doing what you want to do, having fun. But then y'all go on the honeymoon, y'all get to the hotel room or wherever y'all going to honeymoon at. Y'all want to consummate the marriage, and the narcissist starts an argument. Y'all fuss and fight. Y'all throwing hands. Y'all down there domestic violence on your first night y'all get married. You know what I mean? Anger, frustration. They all are fussing and fighting and kicking and screaming. And you're like, what in the hell happened? Like, who is this person? They reveal their true selves after they get you married, after they get married to you. And then that's who you have to deal with. I've seen some people get annulments really quickly when this happens, but some people stick by their man or stick by that woman. They stick by that person. It's just like, I married you. And marriage is forever. And y'all will know, like sometimes y'all, this is my personal perspective right here. I'm going to go off kill real quick. Some people just say there were no red flags after we got married. Yeah, I refuse to believe that. There are always some kind of red flags. You might overlook them or they might not appear as red flags, but there's always some red flaggy behavior. I don't think anybody is 100,000% perfect before you get married. So sometimes you might ignore the red flag or miss out on something or misinterpret something that should be a red flag. You know what I mean? Or just ignore it because you're in love. But I do believe that there are always red flags before y'all get married. They might be little like this one, but they're always like floating around. You just might miss them, But after you get married, they feel like they have you. They feel like they have you. Why do I need to keep working harder when I already married you? Why do I need to keep doing this when I'm already married to you? Why do I need to keep doing that when I'm already in love with you or whatever? You know what I mean? When you're already in love with me, you love me, right? I thought you loved me. Why would you marry me if you didn't love me? Through sickness and in health to death do us part, right? That's why it goes like that. That's literally why it goes. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, y'all, sometimes this is you get married to them, this might be your future right here. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but this is my future. Will it ever go back to the pre-marriage feelings? Will it ever go back to the pre-marriage stuff? Typically, no, y'all. This is it for you. As long as you're with this person, this is going to be it for you in this relationship dynamic. They don't change back into who they were before the marriage. You see what I'm saying? They remain who they are from this point forward. They might pop back in, do the little love bombing here and there, but overall, this is who they are. Overall, what you see is what you get. Overall, this is the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your existence. I know people don't want to hear that because it sucks to hear, but at the end of the day, that's where it goes. At the end of the day, that's how it goes. That's how the dynamic goes. So I tell people all the time, like, you have to empower yourself, because if you don't, like, I don't know, if you don't, this is the rest of your life. I've seen people get annulments like 3 weeks into a month into the marriage, they get annulments or divorces because the narcissistic person revealed themselves and they was like, you know what? No, I ain't dealing with this. Hell no. And then some people, they see it, they reveal themselves and they just like, you know what? I'm gonna make it work because I love this person. And sometimes the narcissist will give you flashes. So some narcissists get married for a plethora of different reasons, y'all. One being that it makes them fit into society. 2, it traps you and guarantees that you'll be around them for an extended period of time because you can't just break up with me. And 3, Like, because like I said, they do think that they love you. Some narcissistic people absolutely think that they love you, and us being together is going to make a big difference. You know, us being in this relationship together is going to, you know, this is it for us, you know. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person and they say and do things like that to you before you get married, and they start to reveal who they are, like, watch it, y'all. If y'all are engaged really quickly, everything is moving kind of fast, watch it. Watch yourself. You have to. I'm just telling you, because if you don't watch yourself, you are in for a rude awakening when this person reveals themselves. Like, because if you have a hard time saying no to people, and you get in a relationship with a narcissistic person, buckle up, because they're going to take you on the bumpiest bump ride that you've ever experienced in your life. But again, at the end of the day, it's what you have to deal with. You have to empower yourself to either say yes or no. Keep moving. Are we going to do married or divorce? It's up to you. You know what I mean? It really is up to you. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Like and subscribe for more. And y'all know the brand is here. The I Love Me brand is here, is in full effect. This is the I'm Free stages of your healing self-love journey, y'all. The self-love brand is here. Stay tuned. The link is in the description everywhere, y'all. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. Mental Illness is out. Peace.